life break you and watch where it takes you. Drive with no break till you crash into your breakthrough. So many paths you can take. Ooh, there's so much money to make too. My mama told me to make.
Yo, so Adder's tongue, yeah, is literally what I make all my money off, basically, because I make dark moon cards with it. Icy pigment comes out of it. You got a 50% chance of icy pigment coming out of it, which is what you make snowfall ink out of, and snowfall ink sells. It's been selling for around like 16 to 22 per. So what I'm going to do now is spend the majority of my money on Adder's tongue, and we're going to make money out of it. This is like I said, this is what I've done for ages, so I'm going to spend the majority of my money on there. We've still got 7k in the guild bank, so the giveaway is not going to be cancelled because I've bought all Adder's tongue. Plus, I mean, I'm going to make a fair amount of money back off this anyway. Bear in mind, it comes with you can make snowfall ink out of it. Snowfall ink, what am I saying? I know you can make snowfall ink out of it because I've already said that out of icy pigment. Icy pigment, I can't speak. But essentially, we make azure pigment from it, or you get azure pigment when you mill it, and then from azure pigment you make ink of the sea, and then ink of the sea is what we make the majority of glyphs out of. So it's a win-win, really. As they just cancelled the auction. What's going on there then? I broke it. Yeah, I did break it. Alright, we've got to reload UI. But yeah, I'm buying all of it. I'm going to buy it as much as I can because it's 50%. Now, the day before Dark Moon Fair was in town, this stuff was literally, I was buying it for 28G per stack. Or like, no, in fact, I was spending more than that. I was spending like 33G per stack. I was making the Dark Moon cards and I was still making money, so I mean, this is dirt cheap. It's just ridiculously cheap. I was paying over 1G for this last week, 1 gold per, not per stack, per item. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy all of it. Why not? It's got to be done. How much we spent so far? Just over 1k. Come on, mate. Buying too quick. But when you see things this cheap, it's got to be done. And obviously I'm making the video now to share with you guys. Share my invaluable knowledge. No, I'm joking. I mean, I got lucky. I kind of fell into this. I was looking at different professions to potentially do. This one wasn't at the top of my list. I learned herb and skinning for some reason. Well, I mean, because they were, it wasn't for some reason, because they were easy to level, and I thought that once you had a profession, that was it, you were going to become a millionaire. But no, I was completely wrong. Then I looked at dual crafting. Wasn't going to do the dual crafting, so I leveled up the Death Knight. Went back to, well, I just went outside of Wargrimmer to start off the skinning and the herb, because it's based on the levels that you go from. So if you're lower level, level 1, that's where you'll find a lot of the herbs and a lot of the beasts that you need to use to continue leveling up your profession. We've broken it again, haven't we? Will it work if I just do this? Should do. No, it's not going to. What am I doing? So yeah, I leveled up skinning all the way to 350, and then I leveled up herb with it as well. Herb took a little bit longer because I went around flying around getting all the stuff. I earned a little bit of money with the skinning and herb together, so I got myself flying in whatchamacallit, once you go through the dark portal, that area. I don't know how, Hellfire Peninsula, there you go. And from there I leveled it up again, and then I had a sudden change of mind, and I was like, no, I don't want to do skinning, I want to do Inscription. So I learnt Inscription. I got rid of skinning, level 350. I unlearnt it, which was kind of painful. And then I learnt skinning. So that skinning, I can't speak today. My brain's not working. Then I learnt Inscription. And then I leveled up Inscription, selling the inks on the auction house. I was getting pretty good money, maybe like 100 gold per day. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And then all of a sudden, I was earning so much. It was after, no, it wasn't all of a sudden. It was after I learned how to make Snowfall ink and a couple of the major glyphs. And I put them on the auction house, and the Snowfall ink, it was like every time it was on there, any amount, it was boom, 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 it was selling, and I was paying 80 silver per adder's tongue. Every 5 adder's tongue, you get a 50% chance to get between 1 and 3 icy pigment, but you usually get 1. And then I think it's between like 3 and 5 azure pigment. And you can, if once you get 1 Snowfall ink, like I was saying, it was selling for 22G. So if you do the math, like you got a 50% chance of getting 1 Snowfall ink out of 5 times 80 silver. So what's 5 times 80 silver? 3 silver 50. 3 gold 50. So you're spending 3 gold 50 to get a 50% chance of earning 22 gold. So I just made it and sold it and made it and sold it, and I used TSM here. Well, I didn't use TSM at first. This is how I cancel. So you run an undercut scan to see if anyone's undercutting you, and what an undercut is essentially is someone else is selling their item on auction house for cheaper than yours, because when people go on the auction house, they click pull it in order, cheapest to most expensive, and then they buy the cheapest. So obviously, if yours is the cheapest, you're going to get more sales, just like how life works. Well, not always, but you know. But on WoW, that's essentially how it works every time. So I was cancelling the undercuts for the Snowfall ink, and I was making glyphs, lots of different glyphs. We've still got quite a few of them for sale here. Glyphs, yeah. See, so you can see some glyphs going around there. Hang on, I want to get a better view of it. So a lot of so some of these glyphs are like selling for like 8 gold, and I've sold, they sell. I've sold 11 of these, so 16 of these. But anyway, what was I talking about? Undercutting and the Snowfall ink. So yeah, so I was selling the Snowfall ink, and I was just flipping it and selling it, flipping it and selling it, and then I could start making the Dark Moon cards. And Dark Moon cards, they are very expensive, but I mean, you've got a chance of, if you get 1 Dark Moon card, it sells for nearly 1,000 gold. So, it's stupid money. It's stupid money. Like the AH is broken. Look, the auction house is broken. So Dark Moon cards. So here you go. So crafting costs 125 gold. So they're a hefty cost to make. But as you can see here, Eternal Life, 11 gold each. You need 3 of those. Ink of the Sea. Obviously, you make them out of the Azure, out of the Adder's Tongue. So you don't pay for that. But they're selling from between, well, my lowest sold at 76 silver, and my highest sold at 1 gold 29. And then the Snowfall ink, that you need 6 of those. So that's nearly 100 gold in Snowfall ink. Like, look, the max I've sold Snowfall ink for is 32 gold. Broken. Fucking, excuse me, oh, I've sworn. Broken. It's broken. But I can't complain really. Earn a very large amount of money from it. As I put in the Discord, my actual charter. Here we go. Obviously, I'm losing money now because of you lot. No, I'm joking. No. At the end of the day, I've got a lot in my bank, and as you can see, there's a lot in the G Bank as well that I've still got there to sell. So we're going to be doing alright. This is where I've taken a bit of a break from selling, and I've spent money on the guild and creating the guild. This is probably where I started creating the guild, where I bought the bags, and then giveaway. Oh yeah, some more. We earned a little bit of money today. So I mean, today alone, we've earned. Do we have today's sales? Where do we have today's sales? Daily, top sale, daily sales, daily purchases. High. We don't have today's sales, but as you can see, today is Thursday. If I do my calculations right, up. We were on 12.2, 12.2 G to 14.2. So we've earned a nice 2k today, and I mean I haven't actually made anything. I've just gone onto the auction house and cancelled the stuff that was undercut and then put it back up there. So, you know, we've still got a lot of the stuff to sell. So Inscription, it almost starts paying for it. Well, it does. It pays for itself because every single scrap you sell, like when you make the adder's tongue, you get azure pigment and icy pigment. Azure pigment turns into ink of the sea. Icy pigment turns into snowfall ink. You're going to use both of those, you're going to sell both of those, and even if you don't, you can sell the pigments, because the pigments sell. So, like, you can't lose money. If you do Inscription, you can't lose money if you make glyphs. I mean, well, as long as you don't go and make the ones that are in red. So TSM will tell you what is good to sell at the moment, and this is very important here, like the sale rate. So anything that's like P.3 and above, you're gonna find it will sell. Faces, I need to start selling more of those, but they're a lot to make. I have sold 2 in the past. How many nobles decks have I sold? Actually, that's a good. That's a good question. Ledger. So, noble deck, and also, by the way, like other people that are on the auction house that sell this amount of stuff, they will never ever tell you this. They will never ever give you this information, because the more people that know this, the less money they're going to make. So I mean, the less money I'm going to make, but this is for my guild. I'm not going to be sharing it. Well, I'll probably put it on YouTube, but there's nothing particularly bad about that. So I'm looking through a few things. Where's Noble's deck then? Wow. So okay, sorry, I'm doing some counting. I didn't expect it to be this many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 Nobles decks. That's 13 best in slot trinkets that have been collected and handed out. And I've still got nearly enough a whole deck in my bank. I'm 1 card short, and I've got like 3 or 4 spares of a couple of them as well. So it's good. But at the end of the day, sell Snowfall ink, and then don't make Darkmoon cards when Darkmoon Fair's in town, because the price will drop massively. Make them the week before Darkmoon Fair's in town, because everyone's going to want them, and when you're selling them, tell them that you get a best in slot trinket, 90 plus 90 strength, agility, intellect, or spirit. And there you go. That is Inscription. That's what I do. I'm gonna do a little auction house stream. What the hell's going on there? Alright then. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a stream of some auction house stuff soon, so look out for that. But for now, I'm going to say bye, and get on auction, get learning Inscription, get on auction house. If you need help with funds to learn Inscription, let me know, because I'll either have spares to give you that you can then learn with, or I can potentially lend you some money, because I know you'll be a millionaire within days if you're doing Inscription, especially if you time it right. So now's a good time to learn it while Darkmoon Fair's in town, because you're not gonna make much money selling stuff while the fair's in town. Over the last week, this isn't profit, but over the last week we hit 100k. So we were over. Am I lying? Wait. When's this for? This is for all time. No. Oh yeah, there you go. So in this month we've earned 123,000 gold. Now in classic, that is more gold than I ever expected to see, even across all characters. Look, this is where we learn Inscription, and then just look at. I mean, that day was 15k in one day. I mean, look at the difference between November 4th and November 7th. November 7th, 27k. November the 4th, you know, we had near enough nothing. This was me learning Inscription, buying and selling. So obviously you can see we didn't really earn much, but we earned enough to put back into the auction house and then keep the spares. And then we went up and up, and there you go. There we have it. So yeah, I hope you all learned something. Give me a shout if you need any help with anything, and I'll be on Twitch over the next couple of days. But love, catch you all soon. Nice one. Just before the video ends, on a side note, guys, I just wanted to say if you've joined the guild, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you guys can earn something out of this, but you know, you guys all being a part of it and building a community, that's, you know, I'm getting exactly what I want out of it. So it's a win-win for both of us at the end of the day. But I'm going to stop waffling. Just wanted to say thank you, and I will see you all around.
Don't let life break you and watch where it takes you. Drive with no break till you crash into your breakthrough. So many paths you could take. Ooh, there's so much money to make too.